Some places are abandoned because of progress, some because of disaster, and some because something unseen drove every living soul away. Tonight we walk into those forgotten corners. We step where few dare to tread. We listen for the voices that never left. And we ask the question, what really lingers when the world moves on? This is not a journey for the faint-hearted. Stay with me. But remember, not all doors are meant to be opened. Part 1. The Cursed Corridors, Abandoned Hospitals. Our journey begins where life and death collided most often. Inside the crumbling walls of abandoned hospitals, the air is thick with stories, and with something colder, heavier, than simple memory. We start with Pennhurst State School and Hospital. Built in 1908 in rural Pennsylvania, Pennhurst was meant to be a sanctuary for the mentally and physically disabled. But by the 1940s, it had become a warehouse of human misery. Overcrowded, understaffed, and ignored by the outside world, Pennhurst decayed into something monstrous. Inside the peeling, rotted walls, the spirits of the forgotten still stir. Visitors describe whispers brushing against their ears, doors slamming without warning, shadows slipping just beyond their sight. One nurse, visiting decades after the facility's closure, swore she heard a child's voice giggling in the darkness, even though no child had set foot in the building for over 50 years. They say the spirits here are not angry. They are sad, lost, waiting for the care they never received in life. And yet, some are less benign. In the underground tunnels, used once to secretly move patients deemed too disturbing for visitors to see, many report a sensation of being watched, heavy breathing in empty hallways, shadows darting, always just at the edge of vision. If you ever visit Pennhurst, never go alone. Next, Waverly Hills Sanatorium, perched on a hill in Louisville, Kentucky. Opened in the early 1900s, Waverly was ground zero for tuberculosis treatment, a disease known then as the White Plague. Thousands died here. The air was thick with the scent of despair and disinfectant. To maintain morale, doctors designed the body chute, a hidden tunnel to carry away the dead without alarming the living patients. But death, it seemed, stained Waverly permanently. Visitors today speak of doors creaking open on their own, disembodied screams in the long, dark hallways. And perhaps most chilling of all, Room 502. Legend says a nurse, discovering she was pregnant out of wedlock and infected with tuberculosis, hung herself in that very room. Her body swayed quietly from the light fixture, undiscovered for hours. Now she sways still, glimpsed in the corner of your eye when you walk past. Part 2. Ghosts of the Desert, Forgotten Towns. As we move forward, we leave behind the concrete tombs of hospitals and step into the open graves of entire towns. Body, California, once a thriving gold rush boomtown. Now it stands preserved in a state of arrested decay, empty homes, rusted machinery, faded stores with merchandise still sitting on the shelves, covered in a century of dust. They say Body is not as empty as it looks, that the spirits of gamblers, miners, and lonely souls still patrol the streets. The Body curse warns, take anything, even a stone, and you'll be cursed with endless misfortune. Rangers at the museum receive packages every year from guilt-ridden visitors begging to return what they stole. And then, there is Pripyat, Ukraine, the ghost city of the Chernobyl disaster. On April 26, 1986, a routine safety test went catastrophically wrong. Reactor number 4 exploded, releasing lethal radiation. Pripyat's 50,000 residents were evacuated almost overnight, leaving their lives frozen in time. School books still lie open on desks. Dolls sit in cribs, their plastic faces warped by heat and decay. But some visitors claim more than memories linger here. Reports tell of figures moving in the mist, whispers in crumbling stairwells, and a creature, the blackbird of Chernobyl, a winged, shadowy being seen hovering above the reactor days before the meltdown. A warning? A harbinger? Or something much worse? Part 3. Cursed Homes. Where darkness lives. Now we come to the homes where evil took root so deeply, it became part of the foundation. 112 Ocean Avenue, Amityville, New York, a simple suburban home. Yet, in 1974, it became the site of a brutal mass murder. Ronald DeFeo Jr. slaughtered his entire family as they slept. A year later, the Lutz family moved in. They lasted 28 days. They spoke of walls bleeding, unseen forces lifting them from their beds, and a menacing voice whispering, "Get out." Many call it a hoax,